Children, welcome to Guru Gobind Singh Public School and Junior College. Dear students, today we are going to study subject civics for standard 7th. Children, let's start to learn lesson number 5, Fundamental Rights, part 2. Dear children, we will study the half lesson today. Children, here are the learning outcomes of the lesson. First, understand that the fundamental rights listed in the Constitution have a special judicial protection. Second, be able to tell how the fundamental rights are binding upon the governmental institutions at all levels. And third, learn that no individual can be arrested legally and detained without reason. Are the topics which we are going to understand today. First, right to freedom of religion, and second, cultural and educational right. So, dear children, in the last chapter, we studied some fundamental rights guaranteed by the Indian Constitution. We studied the rights of liberty, equality, and the right against exploitation. So, dear children, in this chapter, now we shall also learn about the right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and we shall get acquainted with the judicial protection available for the fundamental rights. Let's start to understand the first topic, rights to freedom of religion. Dear students, India, we know that it is an important secular country in the world. We have studied it in the previous classes, but you must be curious to know that the Indian Constitution says about it, isn't it? So, it is included in our right to freedom of religion. And dear children, according to it, each Indian citizen is free to practice any religion and to establish institutions for religious reasons. As per it, dear children, in order to broaden the scope of the right to freedom of religion, two things are not permitted. So, which are that two things? First one, state cannot impose religious taxes that might be used to encourage a particular religion, and that is our constitution forbid religious taxes. Then the second one, religious education cannot be made compulsory in educational institution that receives aids from the state. Dear children, let's start to understand the second topic, that is cultural and educational rights. Students, we can see that there is a great diversity of festivals, foods, and way of life in our country. You may have noticed the differences in the different wedding ceremonies that you attended. All these things are part of the culture of the different communities. Children, our constitution has given the different communities the right to preserve their cultural uniqueness. Children, according to this right, people are not only free to preserve their own language, script, and literature, but also make efforts towards their promotion. And also, they can establish institutions for the development of their language. Dear children, you have to find out and discuss about it. So the first one, how many official languages are listed in the Constitution? What is the answer for this, children? There are 22 official languages listed in the Constitution. Okay, now the second question. Which institution have been established by the Maharashtra state government for the further development of the Marathi language? An answer for this, some of the institutions that have been established by the Maharashtra state government for the further development of the Marathi language are: first, Maharashtra State Marathi Development Society, Maharashtra State Literature and Cultural Board, Maharashtra State Marathi Encyclopedia Production Board, and Directorate of Language, Maharashtra. Dear children, here is a recapitulation what we learned today. Dear children, we learned about the introductory part of the lesson. After that, we learn about the right to freedom of religion. That our India is a very important secular country in the world, and as per the Constitution, each Indian citizen is free to practice any religion and to establish institution for religious reasons. Next topic we learn, that is the cultural and educational rights. Children, on the third topic, here is an assignment for you. You will write down this in your classwork notebook. Already we had discussed about the questions which are given on the page number 80 in Find Out and Discuss. You will write down that question answers in your classwork notebook. Children, what are that question? How many official languages are listed in the Constitution, and which institution have been established by the Maharashtra state government for the further development of the Marathi language? Children, here we completed the first part of the lesson, and the remaining part we will study it in the next video. Till that, if you have any queries, you can ask me. Thank you very much.